So you'd like to know about adding pigments to tile adhesive or thinset, which is the same thing, for mosaics. Well, you're in the right place. I'm Helen Miles and I'm here to teach you all the tips and tricks you need to make mosaics. We'll start off by looking at the tile adhesive. This one comes in a big bag of 20 kilos. And it's called BAL Max Flex Fibre. And I've got almost to the end of the bag, so that's why it's cut off. And I use this one, A, because it's really easily available, and B, because it's suitable for dry and wet conditions and interior and exterior, and even for swimming pools. However, there are plenty of alternatives, so don't get hung up about finding exactly this one. There are alternatives made by Mapai and Caracol. Those are the ones I know of, but look in your local hardware shop, speak to the people who run the shop or who work in the shop, and they will be able to advise you on the best tile adhesive thinset to buy. And hopefully you'll also be able to buy it in smaller quantities. I know that some mosaic suppliers supply it in just 1 kilo bags, which are really handy. So just have a look on the internet and I'm sure you'll find something that's appropriate. The first thing I do when I'm using tile adhesive is to decant it into smaller containers because as you've just seen, I use the 20 kilo bag and that's really rather impractical. So, yes, an old takeaway container and other Tupperware is absolutely fine. And don't forget that you need to wear a good dust mask when using tile adhesive because it is a cement compound and it does create very fine dust. As you will have noticed, the tile adhesive thinset that I buy comes in white. So I think there are other options. In fact, I know there's definitely grey, and there may be other options which are already coloured. But what we're going to be talking about today is adding pigments, so colours of our choice, to white tile adhesive. Now let's talk about the pigments. You have a lot of different choice. There's a huge variety out there to buy. So these bags come from a mosaic supplier. I'm afraid I can't remember which one, but I'm sure you have a favourite supplier, and if they have the pigments, then they'll be great. They'll be excellent for what you need. This comes from a builder's yard, and they have a large selection of pigments that you can add to tile adhesive. And these are from icon painting during my icon painting years in Greece, which I've used in tile adhesive and have worked very, very effectively. So maybe you have something from other projects that you could use. And if you're doing large quantities or you're utterly hooked on mosaics and you know that you're going to be using it over a long period of time, you can buy larger quantities. So this, I think, is from Screwfix, which is a hardware chain in the UK, and it comes in different colours. This one is brown. And I also order these big tubs from a place called Harris Stone. So this, as you can see, is 3 kilos, so I'm hoping it's going to last me a long time. I'm mainly going to be talking about powder pigments today. The basic and most important principle when you're mixing pigments into tile adhesive thinset is obviously the tile adhesive is a powder and it's dry. So you're adding dry pigments, powder pigments, to the powder tile adhesive thinset. Obviously, the choice of colour, the choice of pigment colour that you add to the tile adhesive is entirely up to you. I do, however, tend to mostly use black, which is why I have that huge container of the black. So this is a mosaic made with very, very different materials, from slate to hardware to broken pots to bits of marble to shells and pebbles. And black is just a good colour as a general rule, it works with everything. However, every now and again, I do experiment with pigments and I do use them in my work. So it is worth thinking about them and what will work for you. So this is a sample piece, which, as you can see, is a kind of fade. So it starts dark and moves along to a kind of muddy, reddy grey, up to more pinky terracotta, and then finally to this bright yellow at the top. And this is just something playful I was doing to see the effect of the different pigments on the tesserae. Another absolutely key point when working with pigments is you want to make sure that you have enough pre-mixed, i.e. dry with dry, adhesive with pigment, before you start your project. So say that you're working on quite a large one, you want a large tub pre-mixed with the whole amount that you're going to need to finish the project. Otherwise, you'll get 3/4 of the way through and need to remix, and it is terribly difficult, believe you me, to get exactly the right proportions that you used for the first 3/4. The easiest way to do this is obviously just to get a larger tub. So this is a white tile adhesive mixed with black, thoroughly mixed, so I can use it for a large project that I'm working on. This is Tupperware. You can use old ice cream tubs. Any old thing will do, as long as it's large enough to hold enough for your entire project. So this is my black pigment decanted into a jam jar, and this is my tile adhesive. And there are two ways that you can measure out the pigment. You can obviously just use a simple teaspoon and make sure that it's your measurements are being used consistently. So are you using a flat teaspoon? Are you using a heaped teaspoon? And keep a record of it when you're mixing your pigment with the tile adhesive, so you know what proportions you've added. So another way to do it would obviously be to do it by weight. So let's say you had 1 kilo of tile adhesive on your measurer, on your weigher, whatever these things are called. Then you could add little amounts of tile adhesive and keep a note of how much you're adding. Now I'm going to mix my tile adhesive thinset. So I'm taking 2 heaped spoons. So no measuring going on here, but I'm just doing it by eye. And I'm taking, let's say, half a teaspoon. So this is a smaller spoon than the one I put for the tile adhesive. 1/3 to half a teaspoon. And another key thing to remember is that you only want to use 5 to 10% of the pigment into your tile adhesive thinset, because if you use too much, the thinset won't be able to do its thing. It won't function properly. So never go more than 10%. And the first thing you have to do is mix it nice and thoroughly, dry with dry. So get out all the little pockets. So now you can see the tile adhesive thinset has turned grey, and we're now going to add water and mix it up. There you have it, the newly mixed pigment with the tile adhesive. Now, as you can see, my result here is black, but it's actually a dark grey, a very dark grey. Let's say I didn't put in enough pigment and I don't like the colour. The thing you can't do is now add more black. So what you will do is add more black and more and more and more, and it won't essentially change the colour. So I'm afraid there's no solution to it but to experiment, to make sure you've got the right proportions, and to mix it all up before you start your project. Having said that, there are wet pigments, liquid pigments available on the market. These are called acrylic colorants. So the principle is, as I said earlier, dry pigment with dry tile adhesive. If for any reason you're using a wet, excuse me, don't know why I'm so croaky today. Anyway, if for any reason you're using a wet adhesive, for example, you can buy pre-mixed pots, or you might be using a self-leveling concrete, which is a great thing to use, and I must do a video about it, then these are the pigments to add to it. So they're quite intense. Let's open the yellow one for you. And they just come out in drops. Whoops, that's way too much. Anyway, yeah, so that's what it looks like. The other thing to remember is that different pigments require different proportions. So some of them are very intense and you only need to put in a tiny little bit. So I'm doing 2 spoons again, and I suspect, and I can't fully remember, but I suspect this red, which is called cadmium red purple, will be very intense. So instead of adding what was, I don't know, 1/3 of a teaspoon, I'm just adding a tip. So let's see how that works out. So you can see that the tile adhesive has turned pink, but obviously it hasn't got anything like that intensity of colour from the pot. And we'll see what happens when we add water. Yes, you can see that's a pretty strong colour given how little I put in. So I do recommend you experiment, be careful with your quantities, and be consistent. One last little word of comfort or advice about adding pigments to tile adhesive thinset is that you might work on a piece. This is an experiment I did with Alison McCormack. You might work on a piece and find that when it dries, you just simply don't like the colour. So here I'm painting on simple acrylic paint. I did this quite a while ago just to see whether it would, work, which obviously it does. So once your tile adhesive thinset is fully dry, so leave it quite a good long time. And if you don't like it and you've got spaces to fill in, then painting over it is an option. I hope you found this video helpful and that you'll go out and explore the interesting world of pigments. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, then please subscribe below.